Today we are going to read chapter 8, The Bull, written by Saki. Now read a story about two brothers. One of them is a farmer and the other is an animal painter. Tom Yorkfield has always regarded his half-brother Lawrence with a lazy instinct of dislike, toned down as year went on to a tolerant feeling of indifference. There was nothing very tangible to dislike him for. He was just a blood relation with whom Tom had no single taste or interest in common, and with whom at the same time he had no occasion for quarrel. Lawrence had left the farm early in life and had lived for a few years on a very small sum of money left him by his mother. He had taken up painting as a profession and was reported to be doing fairly well at it, well enough at any rate to keep body and soul together. He specialized in painting animals and he was successful in finding a certain number of people to buy his pictures. Tom felt a comforting sense of assured superiority in contrasting his position with that of his half-brother. Lawrence was an artist chap just then and nothing more, though you might make it sound more important by calling him an animal painter. Tom was a farmer, not in a very big way, it was true, but the Hersley farm had been in the family for some generations and it had a good reputation in the stock raised on it. Tom had done his best with the little capital at his command to maintain and improve the standard of his small herd of cattle, and in Clover Fairy he had bred a bull which was something rather better than any that his immediate neighbors could show. It would some have made a sensation in the judging ring at an important cattle show, but it was vigorous, shapely and healthy, a young animal as any small practical farmer could wish to possess. At the King's Head on market days, Clover Fairy was very highly spoken of, and Yorkfield used to declare that he would not part with him for £100. £100 is a lot of money in a small farming line, and probably anything over 80 would have tempted him. This story is about two stepbrothers, Tom Yorkfield and Lawrence, where Lawrence is an animal painter और Tom Yorkfield फार्मर है. टॉम यॉर्कफील्ड एक रेप्यूटेड फार्मर है सोसाइटी में. अपनी छोटी सी ज़मीन पे वो काफ़ी अच्छा स्टॉक कलेक्ट करते हैं और इनके पास एक बुल है जो कि काफ़ी अच्छी कंडीशन में है. लॉरेंस से खेती बिल्कुल नहीं हो पाती थी, इसलिए वो पेंटिंग का प्रोफेशन में आ गए हैं एंड फाइनली ही वॉज अ गुड पेंटर. ही हैव मैनी कस्टमर्स हु वुड बाई हिज पेंटिंग्स. आगे देखते हैं. इट वॉज विथ सम स्पेशल pleasure that Tom took advantage of one of Lawrence's rare visit to the farm and led him down to the enclosure where Clover Fairy kept solitary state, the grass widower of the grazing harem. Tom felt some of his old dislike for his half-brother reviving artist was becoming more languid in his manner, more unsuitably turned out in attire, and he seemed inclined to impart a slightly patronizing tone to his conversation. He took no heed of a flourishing potato crop but waxed enthusiastic over a clump of yellow flowering weed that stood in a corner by the gateway, which was rather galling to the owner of a really well-weed farm again when he might have been duly complimentary about a group of fat, black-faced lambs, but that simply cried aloud for admiration. He became eloquent over the foliage tint of an oak copse on the hill opposite, but now he was being taken to inspect the crowning pride and glory of Hersley. However grudging he might be in praise, however backward and niggardly with his congratulations, he would have to see and acknowledge the many excellence of that redoubtful animal. फाइनली जो स्टोरी है इसमें हमें पता चलता है कि टॉम लॉरेंस से खुश नहीं रहता था. फॉर हिम लॉरेंस वॉज एन लेज़ी गाय जो कुछ नहीं कर सकता है, एंड टॉम जो है लॉरेंस को देख के सोचता है कि ये कुछ भी नहीं कर सकता है, इतना चीप सा प्रोफेशन है पेंटिंग, बस पेंट ब्रश लेके ही बनाना है. लेकिन कभी कभी जब लॉरेंस उसके फार्म पे आता है तो टॉम को अपनी सारी खेती के बारे में, अपने स्टॉक के बारे में दिखाना उसे अच्छा लगता है. ठीक है. और फाइनली वो देखते हैं कि उनके पास जो बुल है वो भी काफ़ी अच्छी कंडीशन में है, और ऐसा एनिमल तो हर कोई एडमायर करता है. ठीक है. Some weeks ago, while on a business journey on Tauntaun, Tom had been invited by his half brother to visit a studio in that town where Lawrence was exhibiting one of his pictures, a large canvas representing a bull standing knee deep in some marshy ground. It had been good of its kind, no doubt, and Lawrence had seemed inordinately pleased with it. The best thing I have done yet, he had said over and over again, and Tom had generously agreed that it was fairly lifelike. Now the man of pigments was going to be shown a real picture, a living model of his strength and comeliness, a thing to feast the eyes on. A picture that exhibited new pose and action with every shifting minute instead of standing glued into one unvarying attitude between the four walls of a frame. Tom unfastened a stout wooden door and led the way into a straw-bedded yard. एक दिन क्या होता है कि टॉम किसी काम से बाहर जा रहा होता है, तो लॉरेंस ने इनवाइट किया कि तुम उस रास्ते से जा रहे हो तो तुम मेरे यहाँ आ जाना, मैं एक आर्ट गैलरी में अपने पिक्चर्स को शो पे लगा रहा हूँ। और जब वहाँ पे टॉम जाता है तो देखता है कि लॉरेंस ने क्या पेंट किया है, एक बुल है और वो एक मडी ग्राउंड में खड़ा हुआ है, कीचड़ वाले ग्राउंड में खड़ा हुआ है। और उसे देख के लॉरेंस बहुत खुश है कि मैंने बहुत अच्छी पेंटिंग बनाई है, ये बिल्कुल रियल सी लग रही है। तो टॉम भी कह रहा है येस यू आर राइट, बहुत अच्छी पेंटिंग है, बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है देखने में, जबकि उसे कुछ समझ में नहीं आ रहा था कि इसमें क्या ही ऐसा खास है जो लॉरेंस को इतना खुश कर रहा है। फाइनली क्या होता है, टॉम फटाफट से सारी पेंटिंग वेंटिंग देख के काम निपटाता है और एक ग्राउंड में आता है लॉरेंस के साथ जहाँ पे वो रियल बुल देखने गए हैं। अब उसे देख के लॉरेंस क्या कहता है इज ही क्वाइट, आस्क्ड द आर्टिस्ट एज अ यंग बुल वॉज कर्ली रेड कोट केम इंक्वायरिंगली टुवर्ड्स देम। He is playful at times, said Tom, leaving his half brother to wonder whether the bull's ideas of play were of the catch as catch can order. Lawrence made one of two prefatory comments on the animal's presence and asked a question so as to his age and such like details. Then he coolly turned to talk to another channel. Do you remember the picture I showed you in Taunton? He asked. Yes, grunted Tom, a white-faced bull standing in some slush. Don't admire those here for much myself. Bulky looking brutes don't seem to have much life in them. Dare say they're easier to paint that way. Now this young beggar is on the move all time. Aren't you fairy? फाइनली क्या होता है कि लॉरेंस को बहुत ज़्यादा इंटरेस्ट नहीं होता उस रियल बुल में, वो तो अपनी पेंटिंग में बिजी है। तो वो टॉम से पूछता है कि हाँ अच्छा जानवर है, उसकी एज वेज के बारे में डिसाइड करता है। और उसके बाद जो है वो टॉम से अगेन अपने टॉपिक पे आ जाता है और कहता है क्या तुम्हें वो पेंटिंग याद है जो मैंने तुम्हें दिखाई थी। अब टॉम बहुत ज़्यादा इंटरेस्टेड नहीं है तो कह रहा हाँ मुझे याद है, एक छोटी सी पेंटिंग थी, कोई बुल खड़ा था शायद मडी लैंड में और मुझे कुछ ऐसा खास उस पेंटिंग में लगा नहीं। I have sold that picture, said Lawrence with considerable complacency in his voice. Have you? Said Tom. Glad to hear it. I'm sure. Hope you are pleased with what you have got for it. I got £300 for it, said Lawrence. Tom turned towards him with a slowly rising flush of anger in his face. £300 under the most favorable market conditions that he could imagine, his prized Clover Fairy would hardly fetch £100. Yet here was a piece of varnished canvas painted by his half-brother selling for more 3 times that sum. It was a cruel insult that went home with all the more force because it emphasized the trimpush of the patronizing, self-satisfied Lawrence. The young farmer had meant to put his relative just a little out of conceit with himself by displaying the jewel of his possessions, and now the tables were turned, and his valued beast was made to look cheap and insignificant beside the price paid for a mere picture. It was so monstrously unjust. The painting would never be anything more than a dexterous piece of counterfeit life, while Clover Fairy was the real thing, a monarch in his little world, a personality in the countryside. After he was dead, even he would be still something of a personality. His descendant would graze in those valley meadows and hillside pastures. They would fill stall and briar and milking shed. Their good red goats would speckle the landscape and crowd the marketplace. Men would note a promising heifer or a well-proportioned steer and say, "Ah, that's come of good old clever fairy stock. All the time the picture would be hanging lifeless and unchanging beneath its dust and varnish, a chattel and ceased to mean anything if you choose to turn it with its back to the wall. These thoughts chased themselves angrily through Tom Yorkfield's mind, but he could not put them into words. When he gave tongue to his feelings, he put matters bluntly and harshly. फाइनली क्या होता है, जब लॉरेंस को पता चलता है कि उसकी पेंटिंग 300 पाउंड्स में बिकी है, तो टॉम को बहुत सारा गुस्सा आ जाता है. सोचता है कि मेरे पास इतना अच्छा बुल है, इतना अच्छा बैल है, और फिर मैं उसकी कीमत 100 पाउंड्स ही सोचता हूँ, और ये मेरा भाई जो कि जस्ट ऑफ नो यूज़ सिर्फ एक सिंपल सा पेंटर है, इसने एक कैनवास में पेंटिंग बना दी और इसके पेंटिंग की कीमत 300 पाउंड्स कैसे हो सकती है. मेरा जो बुल है वो इतना ज़्यादा काम करता है, इतना अच्छा है, उसकी इतनी अच्छी पर्सनालिटी है कि लोग उसे देख के सोचते हैं काश ऐसा एक जानवर हमारे पास रहे, और इसकी पेंटिंग यूं ही दीवार पे टंगी रहेगी, धीरे धीरे धूल खाएगी और ख़त्म हो जाएगी. इसकी पेंटिंग की कीमत मेरे बुल से ज़्यादा कैसे हो सकती है. इस बात से टॉम बहुत सारे गुस्से में आ जाता है. Some soft-witted fools may like to throw away 300 pounds on a bit of paintwork, can't say as I envy them their taste. I would rather have a real things of than a picture of it. He nodded towards the young bull that was alternatively staring at them with the nose held high and lowering its horn with a half playful, half impatient shake of the head. Finally वो ये सारी बातें टॉम से कह रहा होता है लॉरेंस कि जो है तुम्हारे कस्टमर्स का टेस्ट मुझे अच्छा नहीं लगा, कि वो कितने बेवकूफ़ हैं जो 300 पाउंड इस पेंटिंग को देके चले गए. दैट इज़ ऑफ नो यूज़. ये सिंपली दीवार पे रहेगी और ये कोई भी फ़ायदा हमको नहीं देने वाली है. ये सारी बातें करके वो लॉरेंस टॉम अपने बुल की तरफ देखता है जो कि बिल्कुल गुस्से में और लड़ाई करने के मूड में खड़ा रहता है. इसके बाद क्या होता है, लॉरेंस लाफ्ड अ लाफ ऑफ इरिटेटिंग इंडल्ज्ड अम्यूजमेंट. अब टॉम का गुस्सा देख के लॉरेंस को हंसी आ जाती है और उसकी हंसी सुन के टॉम बिल्कुल इरिटेट हो जाता है. आई डोंट थिंक द परचेजर ऑफ माई बिट ऑफ पेंट वर्क एज यू कॉल इट नीड वरी अबाउट हैविंग थ्रोन हिज मनी अवे. As I get to be better known and recognized, my pictures will go up its value. That particular one will probably fetch 400 in the sale room 5 or 6 years. Hence, pictures aren't a bad investment if you know enough to pick out the work of the right man. Now you can't say your precious bull is going to get more valuable the longer you keep him. He will have his little day, and then if you go on keeping him, he will come down at last to a few shillings worth of hoofs and hide, just at a time perhaps when my bull is being bought for a big sum of some important picture gallery. अब यहाँ पे लॉरेंस जो है उसे टॉम का गुस्सा देख के हंसी आ जाती. वो उसे चिढ़ाते हुए कहता है कि नहीं, तुम गलत सोच रहे हो, मेरे कस्टमर्स का टेस्ट ख़राब नहीं है. जब मैं और ज़्यादा पॉपुलर हो जाऊँगा तो यही मेरी पेंटिंग 300 से 400 से 600 पाउंड्स में बिकने लगेगी. और तुम्हारे बुल का क्या है, वो तो आज अच्छा है, कल को बूढ़ा हो जाएगा, धीरे धीरे ख़त्म हो जाएगा. लेकिन मेरी पेंटिंग आगे चल के और आगे चल के पिक्चर आर्ट गैलरी की शोभा बढ़ाएगी, यानी उसकी जो वैल्यू है वो और ज़्यादा होती जाएगी. Now it was too much. The united force of truth and slander and insult put over heavy a strain on Tom Yorkfield's powers of restraint. In his right hand he held a useful oak cudgel. With his left he made a grab at the loose collar of Lawrence's canary-coloured silk shirt. Lawrence was not a fighting man. The fear of physical violence threw him off his balance as completely as overmastering indecision had thrown Tom off his, and thus it came to pass that Clover Fairy was regaled with the incident sight of a human being scudding and squawking across the enclosure like the sun that would persist in trying to establish a nestling peace in the manger. In another crowded happy moment, the bull was trying to jerk Lawrence over his left shoulder to prod him in the ribs while still in the air to kneel on him when he reached the ground. It was only a vigorous intervention of Tom that induced him to relinquish the last item of his program. फाइनली इतनी बेइज्जती के बाद टॉम का गुस्सा आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल हो जाता है. वो एक हाथ में छड़ी और दूसरे हाथ में लॉरेंस का कॉलर ठीक करने लगता है गुस्से से, जिसे देख के लॉरेंस बिल्कुल डर जाता है और वहाँ से निकल लेता है. अब बुल को एक शैतानी सूझी कि वो लॉरेंस को दौड़ा लेता है और उसकी खूब पिटाई करता है. लॉरेंस की बहुत ज़्यादा उसे चोट आ जाती है और इसे देख करके टॉम का जो गुस्सा है वो धीरे धीरे ख़त्म हो जाता है. devotedly and ungrudgingly nursed his half-brother to a complete recovery from his injuries, which consisted of nothing more serious than a dislocated shoulder, a broken rib or two, and a little nervous prostration. After all, there was no further occasion of reconcile in the young farmer's mind. Lawrence Bull might sell for 300 or for 600 and be admired by thousands in some big picture gallery, but it would never toss a man over one shoulder and catch him a jab in his ribs before he had fallen on the other side. That was Clover Fairy's noteworthy achievement, with which could never be taken away with him. Lawrence continues to be popular as an animal artist, but his subjects are always kittens or fawns or lambkins, never bulls. फाइनली क्या होता है, टॉम का गुस्सा ख़त्म हो जाता है और वो अपने भाई की पूरे मन से सेवा करता है, क्योंकि अब उसके पास गुस्सा करने का जैसा कुछ बचा ही नहीं है। रिकवरी के बाद लॉरेंस फिर से एक एनिमल पेंटर बन जाता है, लेकिन अब उसने कभी भी बुल की पेंटिंग नहीं की है। वो छोटे मोटे जानवरों की पेंटिंग करता है और पॉपुलर पेंटर बना रहता है। सो दिस इज़ द स्टोरी इन विच द राइटर हेक्टर ह्यूज मुनरो, जिन्हें हम साकी के नाम से भी जानते हैं, दो भाई के बारे में बताते हैं कि कैसे आपस के कंपटीशन में वो एक दूसरे को नीचा दिखाना चाहते हैं और फाइनली उसका रिजल्ट क्या होता है। दिस इज़ अ स्टोरी जिसे आप सिर्फ इन्जॉयमेंट के लिए पढ़ सकते हो और आप इस स्टोरी को फिर से पढ़िएगा। आई होप आपको स्टोरी समझ में आ गई होगी। दिस इज़ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग चैप्टर। टिल दैट, गुड डे।